Good morning, 8th grade math students, and welcome to virtual math class. Today, we're going to be talking about finding the surface area of triangular pyramids. So, the only way that this differs from what we did in our previous lesson is that the base of the triangle is now a triangle as well, along with the sides. So, we will find the area of the triangle base and the triangle sides. And our objective for today is that students will be able to find the surface area of triangular pyramids. So before we get started, let's talk about what this looks like. So we will need to know how to find the area of a triangle. And remember that the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. And as that reads, area equals 1/2 base times height. And remember that we can do 1/2 times the base times the height. So triangular pyramids have one base triangle and 3 side triangles. So we will find the area of the base, which is what is on bottom. So that is the area of the base. And then we will proceed to find the area of our 3 side triangles. So for our first example, we have a triangular pyramid. So we are asked to find the surface area. So first, we need to know how to label our triangular pyramids. So 8 is our length, or that's also known as our base. So both of those are 8. The slant height, that is right here. That is the height of the triangle that is slanted. So that's what we will use for the height whenever we are finding the length of the area of our side triangles. And then if I look at the base height, that's the bottom triangle, that height is going to be 7. So now that I know where I got all my numbers from, the first thing that I need to do is find the area of the base triangle. And as I mentioned already, the area is 1/2 the base times the height. So my area is going to be 1/2. My base, if I'm just looking at my bottom triangle, is 8. And the height of the base triangle is 7. So I have 1/2 8 times 7. So 1/2 of 8 is 4. So now I have 4 times 7. And what is 4 times 7? 28. So the area of my base triangle is 28. Now I need to find the area of the side triangle. And again, they are triangles, so I'm going to use the same formula. Area equals 1/2 base times height. So now I have the area equals 1/2. The base, if I'm looking at my side triangles, the base is going to be 8 again. However, the height, I'm going to use that slant height. So that slant height is 9, so I have 1/2 8 times 9. So the area is going to equal 1/2 of 8, again, is 4. So I have 4 times 9. And what is 4 times 9? 36. So the area of the side triangle is 36. Now, how many different side triangles do I have? Well, it's a triangle, and a triangle has 3 sides. So I have 3 different side lengths. So I'm going to take that 36 and I'm going to multiply it by 3. When I do that, I get 108. So now I take the area of all my side triangles, which was 108, and I add that with the area of my base triangle, which was 28. So now I have 108 plus 28, and what does that equal? 136. Now I look at my graph, or my picture. The measurement that I'm given is meters. So my label is meters. And remember that with surface area, I always do meters squared. So my final answer is 136 meters squared. My next example, I'm going to do the same thing. So I find you can either start with the area of the base triangle or the side triangle. It doesn't really matter. So the area of the base triangle, I again know that the formula is 1/2 base times height. So now I look for my information. My length in this case for my base triangle, that base or that length, whatever, your base length, it's all the same, is going to be 16. So I have 1/2 times 16. And remember, for the height For my base, I simply look at that bottom height. So in this case, that is at 13.9. So now I do my multiplication. 1/2 of 16 is 8. So now I have 8 times 13.9. And when I do 8 times 13.9, what do I get? I get that my area is 111.2. Now I have the area of my base triangle. Now I need the area of the side triangles. So again, they are triangles, so I do area equals 1/2 base times height. Now I need to pick out what my numbers are. So 1/2, my base, if I'm looking at my side triangle, so I am simply looking at this figure right here. My base is going to be 16 again, so I have 1/2 of 16. Now my slant height is 16. So I'm going to use 16 again. So I have 1/2 of 16 times 16. So 1/2 of 16 again is 8. So now I have 8 times 16. And that is going to equal 128. So the area is going to equal 128. And so that is the area of my side triangles. And remember, how many side triangles do we have? We have 3. So I'm going to multiply by 3. And that gives me that my total is going to be 384. So now what's my last step going to be? I add those together. So I have 384 plus 111.2. I wrote the wrong number down there. That should have been 111.2. So when I add those together, what do I get? You should get your final answer to be 495.2 when I add those together. So what is my label that needs to go along with that? I have 495.2. My measurement is in feet. And again, that is feet squared because area is always two-dimensional. So that is my final answer for this problem. And our last example. So I need to find the area of my base triangle, or you can start with your side triangle either way. And the area is going to be 1/2 base times height. So again, I'm just looking at the bottom triangle, that very bottom right here. So I have 1/2. My base is going to be 2. My base is 2. And the height, I look at that for that bottom triangle. So the height of the bottom one is 1.7. So now I'm ready to multiply this out. 1/2 of 2 is just 1. So now I have 1 times 1.7. And 1 times 1.7 is just 1.7. So the area of my base triangle is 1.7. Now, I need to find the area of the side triangles. So again, it's still triangles, so I'm going to do the area equals 1/2 base times height. What is my base in this case? My base is 2, so I have 1/2 times 2. And what is the height for my side triangles? 3, good job. So I have 1/2 of 2, again, that equals 1. And so now I have 1 times 3. And 1 times 3 is simply 3. So the area of my side triangle is 3. And how many different side triangles do I have? 3. And 3 times 3 is 9. So for my surface area, what do I need to do? I need to add the area of my side triangles plus the area of my base triangle. So in this case, that is 9 plus 1.7. And what is 9 plus 1.7? 10.7. And what is my measurement in this case? Meters. So I have 10.7 meters. And is that going to be cubed, squared? Squared. So my final answer is 10.7 meters squared. Great job. That does conclude today's lesson. So if you have any questions or concerns, please make sure you reach out to me. And once again, I am so proud of all the work that you guys are doing. I've been so impressed with you. So keep up the good work as we finish 8th grade strong.